Hello students, I hope you all are fine and safe. In the previous video, we started up with the second lesson in geography, that was population dynamics, and we studied part A. Now before starting with part B, let's have a quick recap of what we had already studied. Now we studied about the meaning of population. Now population is defined as the number of people living in an area. Then we studied about the definition of population dynamics, which refers to change in the population over a period of time. We also studied that the population is unevenly distributed throughout the world due to various geographical, economic, social and cultural factors. We also studied about the density of population, which is defined as the number of people in a place divided by the area of the place. And also we learned the areas of low, moderate and high densities. So now let's begin with part B of the lesson. We'll begin with the heading Overpopulation. Now overpopulation is defined as the state of population where the number of existing human population exceeds the carrying capacity of the earth. In the picture, you can clearly see that the earth is carrying more number of people than it is required. Overpopulation is a major increase of human race in the world. It is when organisms exceed their carrying capacity of its habitat. It is the relationship between human population and its habitat. In overpopulation, the number of people in a region is greater than the ability of the land to support them. Now, the carrying capacity is equal to the number of people a region can support with its basic resources. Next, we come to the various causes or reasons of overpopulation. The first one, suitable climatic conditions. Now, if the climatic conditions are good enough and favorable for a person to live, then the place will be overpopulated. Next one, fertile areas with adequate agricultural production. Now, the people, if they are living in very fertile areas and they have got good methods of agricultural production, then that place becomes overpopulated. The next one is availability of rich mineral resources. Now again, if in that place is having rich mineral resources, then that place again will become overpopulated. And the last one is development of industries which generate employment. If the place is having a lot of industries, they will attract people. And when they will attract people, it will be overpopulated. Next, we come to the effects of overpopulation. And the first point is overexploitation of natural resources. Now, here in the picture, you can see that the natural resources are overexploited. Now, due to growing demand of food, the natural resources are overexploited, which leads to their depletion. The next point is environmental pollution. Now, as the population increases, it leads to environmental pollution. Now, here in the picture, you can very well see that the environment is totally polluted. Now, overpopulation causes degradation of environment, leading to water, land, and air pollution. People are cutting trees for building their houses, which leads to global warming and climatic changes. The next point is growth in unemployment. Now, as the place is overpopulated, hence there is shortage of jobs and people become unemployed. A large population becomes a burden and the existing economy is not able to support a majority of population. There are no jobs, no work, and hence there is rise in unemployment. As you can see very well in these pictures, that there is shortage of jobs. The next point is health and sanitation. Now, when a place is overpopulated, people are having health issues and there is a problem of cleanliness around. And hence, whenever any place is crowded, there is health and sanitation issues. And the urban areas, especially, they suffer because of this. Next, we come to social evils. Now, whenever a population of a place is more, it leads to social issues like child labor and various crimes. Now, here you can see the picture of child labor. Now, the juvenile crime is also an outcome of overpopulation. Now, next we come to underpopulation. Now, underpopulation is defined as the state of population where number of existing human population is too small, therefore unable to fully utilize the available resources. This occurs where there are more resources in an area, for example, food, energy, and mineral that can be used by the number of people living there. Now here you can see in this picture that the place is underpopulated, and in the next picture also you can see that there are limited number of people who are living in a particular area, and hence the resources available are not fully utilized. Now underpopulation occurs when there is more food, minerals and energy resources than a country needs. For example, Australia and Canada. Most of the underpopulated areas of the world are places with extreme cold or hot climate. Now here in the picture you can see the Arabian desert, then the tundra region. Now these places are having extreme climates and hence the population is less. Now in the next picture you can see that only 2% of Australian population lives in the yellow area because of extreme climatic conditions. Next we come to the effects of underpopulation, and the first point is underutilization of natural resources. Now due to less population, the natural resources are not fully utilized. This leads to wastage of these resources. The next point is lack of labor. The lack of manual labor due to low population leads to low productivity. The next point is slow growth of economy. Now the economy of the country remains underdeveloped due to low population. Next we come to sex composition, also known as sex ratio. It is defined as the number of females per thousand males in the population. Now, this information is an important social indicator to measure the extent of equality between males and females in a society at a given time. The sex ratio is an important factor in determining the status of women in a country. The countries with low sex ratio show that women in those countries face gender discrimination. Now here in this picture you can see the Asian countries and the European countries. Now the Asian countries have lower sex ratio, whereas the European countries have a higher sex ratio, which shows the better status of women. Now in the next picture you can see that in India the state of Kerala has the highest sex ratio, whereas the state of Haryana has the lowest sex ratio. Qatar is the country which has the lowest sex ratio in the world. Next we come to populated area. A populated area is a geographical area constituting a city or a town or a village. Broadly, there are three types of populated areas: densely populated, moderately populated, and sparsely populated. So let's study them one by one. Now we come to the densely populated area. Now the densely populated area means an area that is crowded with people. It has a temperate climate, low and flat land, it is rich in fertile soil, and are more economically developed. For example, Western Europe. Next we come to the meaning of sparsely populated. Now, sparsely populated is an area that has few people living in it. Some sparsely populated areas have often extreme climates, are highland areas, they have poor quality soil and are prone to natural disasters. They have unstable governments, that is, oppressive regimes, they have few raw materials, there are warlike conditions sometimes, and are less economically backward. For example, the Amazon rainforests of Brazil. Next we come to moderately populated area. Now this area lies between densely and sparsely populated areas. These areas are rich in mining activities and are agriculturally developed. The moderately populated areas of the world are central USA, Ukraine, southern Russia, Argentina, South Africa, and central China. The Deccan Plateau in India is a moderately populated region. With this, we come to an end of the second part of our lesson. I hope you all have understood it well. In the next video, we'll complete the remaining portion. Till then, stay safe, stay healthy, and have a good day. Thank you.